Hey, what's up guys? Sorry for the dark video here, but I'm in my basement. I want to do a quick little video just showing where I store my food stuff. Had a lot of questions since I did the videos talking about, stockpiling food and water. And basically, you're looking at my stuff here. I know it's going to be very hard to see, but it's basically three large Tupperware. I don't think they make food bowls this big. Um, like storage containers, plastic tubs. And very simple, nothing crazy. By the way, that noise is the sub pump over there kicking on. And that's why I'm making this video. You can see there's water on the floor there. And yes, this is an unfinished basement. So anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about the food storage. A lot of people said, what happens if you get a flood in your basement? And your food gets all wet and everything. Well, the last week we've had probably, I don't know, it's been raining on and off all week. And not to mention that, 3.5, 4 feet of snow we've had collectively has been melting. Okay, this is about the most water I'll probably ever see where I live. And I do live up in the mountains. I don't live like in a valley or anything. So this is about as much flood as I'll ever get. And as you can see here, the ground is wet. The cement ground is, there is water that's backed up from the ground because everything's been just completely soaked for the last couple weeks. But if you look, there's a step up in my basement. Okay, you can see there's probably a good, I don't know, probably 4 inches, maybe 5-inch step up, and that goes in the second half of the basement here, and that's where I actually have the food. Okay, so there's no chance of this stuff getting completely saturated. We'd have to have probably 10 times as much water as we've had, and I'd say that's probably never going to happen. And even if it did, these tubs are plastic and they are waterproof up to where the seal is. Okay, so I'd have to have, I'd say maybe 1.5 feet, 2 feet of water for for there to be any single chance to actually get water inside my containers to where my food is. And then guess what? If it got into where my food is, the food is it's canned food. I can dunk the cans in water and it wouldn't make a difference. So I just want to make that video and kind of let you guys know how I store my food and stuff. Now this is my original food and water. One of these tubs has these water jugs in here. Get this off so you can see it. All right, so it's not laying on the concrete. I had a couple people tell me, don't store the water directly on concrete because it can over time it can suck up the lye. To be honest, I'm going to swap out my food and my water probably once a year. So I don't think it's a big issue. I mean, I'm not going to store the water for 2, 3, 4 years. I'm not even going to bother. I'll just do it every year. It's not that much of an expense. And as far as the canned food, maybe 2 years. I know it can go a lot longer, but I'm just not going to worry about it. But anyway, I just want to make that video and show you that even though this is, like I said, this is about as wet as it'll ever get here. And you can see there's the sub pump kicking on again. And it's not affecting the food. So just want to make that note. The emeries are in a separate part of the house. The emeries are actually in my my closet. I have room to store them in there. So that's not even an issue as well. But even if I did store them down here, I can store the emeries, in a bucket of water. It wouldn't matter because each individual meal is completely sealed in that watertight bag. And even if you open the bag, pretty much every single individual part of it is also in a airtight water sealed bag, or water resistant bag. So anyway, I'm sorry for it's kind of a crappy video looking at my dirty basement floor and some dark corner here, but again, just want to make that video and kind of show you guys that it's not an issue where I live. The only natural disaster I can possibly get up here in northeast Pennsylvania is a really bad snowstorm, like a really horrible blizzard, or like I said, perhaps a flood. But even in flood conditions, I mean, right now is pretty prime time for flooding, and I only have not even a 1/2 inch of water on the floor down here in the basement. So anyway, I just want to make that video for you. So there it is. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care.